these days.
Really? I don't get that.
I'm going live. I'm posting the stuff. Post. Hello, hello. Why am I up? I don't know. It's eggs. I don't know. Alright. There we go. We've got Highwood Village. Oh yeah, I need to turn down the music. There we go. Make my Dragonine Totem. I mean, mints will when we get mints, because those are confirmed. At some point, we don't know when. Where did it say? Iowa. When we get mints, we'll be able to do that, so. What's up, Josh? I need to turn on my fan. It's toasty in here. Which means I won't be able to hear Speed, but that's okay. I'm just gonna turn you up. So as long as you don't scream into your mic, we should be good. Maybe. If Discord wants to, like, let me interact with this, there we go. Alright, you should be loud enough, probably, hopefully. Go to sleep. Okay.
Alright, end of stream. Good night.
Yeah, ending the stream now. Alright, so now I need to put on some boosh. Yeah, Speeder's here, yep. He's doing a very nice, light, chilled activity known as solo queue Pokemon Unite.
It's not that chill.
It's what do you mean? It's pretty chill, you know? Because this is a chill stream. I should get Jamie to do all the suggestions you wanted. True, true, true. How's Umbrat doing? Good again? Okay, so you know how you can... How there are some things that are kind of like checking some very big offensive threats? Yeah, you could just use Umbrat and be like, no, you're not checking them. I'm clicking chase down. Good luck. So, yeah, that's why Umbrat's in a good spot. For example, the biggest example is Eliguana being used for stuff like Zulong or ancient types in general. Yeah, Umbrat will just click chase down, and then suddenly Eliguana can't do what it wants. Also, if the music is too loud, let me know.
So wait,
actually, I'm going to preemptively turn it down.
Does the pivot plus chase down work how I'm thinking it does?
On what?
Pivot and chase down work how I think it does?
If they're faster than you, yeah, you get the chase down bonus damage. And then, like, yeah, you hit them before the switch out.
Okay. Outdoor Gold Badge Darkrai has done nothing. I'm having a great time.
Speeder's too loud? Cope.
I'm literally talking so quietly, too.
What do you think of the Garlash buffs? I mean, Garlash hasn't been relevant for a while, so I think getting, you know, good pools is fine. Can he scream chicken jockey out loud?
Chicken jockey.
Alright, At the very least, like Charred Claws Oxydrake. Is there a specific purpose here? Because this Oxydrake guy is not good. Alright. Gee, thanks. Pyrex. Stratosaur? Well, to be fair, Stratosaur, I don't know if Stratosaur is in the best spot itself right now. But why are we up this late? Oh no, my sleep schedule's always been screwed up. I'm always going to bed at like 3, 4 in the morning.
At least you're not alone.
It hits Dragodyne too. Ah, yes, the definitely not overrated Dragodyne. We were having a conversation earlier about how to buff Tao Shinu, and there's obviously a lot of obvious. I said obviously obvious, but there's a lot of answers we could go with. However, there's a bit of restrictions when it comes to the doggo, because Jamie doesn't want it to be like a hindrance support. Like he does not want to give it hazards at all. He wants it to be a full-on supportive wall, which now makes the options a lot more strict. Some ideas from earlier were giving it the new move stun, just because it's not like a damaging status or whatnot. So it's supportive in a sense. There was Wonder Herb. I mean, that makes sense. And then somebody suggested the ability Send Off. It said it can also bequeath. My opinions on Dorigo, it's pretty solid. Probably pretty good, just because it's a dark type.
Good answer.
So if you guys have any ideas for the good doggo Tao Shinu, feel free to share.
Give it Bag of Tricks, so technically it can pull hazards. Next best option.
True. Opinions on Hunder, it's solid, it's just not the rip. It has to deal with the annoying things like Ear Snack. But like, give it hazard support, and then even Ear Snack is taking a lot. Give it Tidy Up, well... Saying it's too strong? Eh. Like, yeah, Anomaly Draco Beam's very good, but also Dorigo's made of paper, and there are a couple there, and since it can't run very nimble, there are also quite a few things that outspeed it. Bring back Prime Dragodyne. Oh boy. Yep, Anomaly Dragodyne. What are we talking about? At the moment, Dorigo. Dorigo when you Wobblisk? Okay, well, Wobblisk in general is not like a common or top tier thing, so that's... It's like, yeah, sure, unfortunate for Dorigo, but that's not a very reliable method. How's your snack so good when it's gotten so many nerfs? So, have you seen how insanely fat it is? And it has the ability to pivot around. I mean... Loomian Legacy loves fat things. The community absolutely loves them. They have a strange obsession with them. Barbs and other stuff, yeah, and? Yeah, it's gotten more counterplay, but that doesn't mean it was, like, nerfed into the ground. Pterodactyl could use something. Eh. I mean, a lot of people have mentioned, like, Body Slam for stronger, illuminate options, but then, like, you're still gonna run into the thing of, hi, my name is Tsukame, you're not dealing damage to me. So,
No.
No?
I've had times where, like, a Drudge parasitize one, stun too much, and heal too much.
to the thing that clicks C song and goes into something else.
Yeah. I just don't think Terradescent.
Enchanted Coat and Wholesome the same ability? No. Wait. Yeah, no, they're not. Enchanted Coat, you take 25% less damage from super effective moves. Wholesome, you just take less, like half damage from mind and brawler moves. So essentially it removes your simple weakness. Give him Butcher and Venom Slash? I don't know about that.
Who are we talking about?
Terradescent.
Are we still trying to figure out how to buff Teishinu?
No. They're talking about Terradescent. Like, what? Not saying it isn't bulky, but it isn't as bulky compared to other... Tsukame is one of the definitive physical walls. What do you mean it's not as bulky as other things?
I think Teishinu should get poison.
Should get what?
Poison.
Poison?
Yeah.
Jamie doesn't want it to be like a hindrance thing. He wants it to be a team support guy because he's such a good doggo.
Okay, but that's
yeah. That makes it a lot harder. Yep.
No, it doesn't.
But if Tsukame's below half HP, a lot of things aren't doing half of Tsukame's health. What do you mean? If that's the case, then like yeah, your snack at half health. I guess it can do nothing.
So you're writing off Goggles boosted Thunder Strike, Brute Force Zulon doing half to Tsukame. I don't know what the heck.
What?
I don't know. You said what's taking half HP, what's dealing half HP to Tsukame. You're writing off Zulon.
Okay. And then you take out one of the strongest range attackers. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
You need to realize these things, okay?
My bad, Speeder. I wasn't familiar.
Imagine, Tyler. It'd be awesome. I think it getting Wish would be good. I agree with that.
You've had so many times Tsukame takes too much damage. I mean, yeah, if you're like gonna over rely on it, then yeah, it's gonna take a lot of damage. Although that's kind of what it's there for. We need Wish passing Taoshino. Okay, so Wish is only gonna be on Wiki for a while. I don't know if he plans on spreading it out, but for now, it's only going to be on Wiki. And Taoshinu's probably not going to get it just because Wish port is never going to be a thing. Like, Wish plus teleport, that's just not a thing.
We said that about Belly Drum years ago, and look where we are now.
Okay, but you see, I hate it, so I'll be extra mean to Jamie in DMs about it.
I can't. Look at this guy's power. He is abusing his position.
Hey, I didn't say Jamie had to listen to me. I was just saying I'm going to be extra mean.
I feel like more tournaments should be held.
Okay. Listen. Remember,
I kind of want to do. You know what I want to do? I want to do showcases with my viewers. Like I fight against them, but it's in Dream Teams. However, I'm only allowing one, like, Dream Team thing. Like, Hasten Protagon, for example. Just as an example. You could use that, and that'd be the only Dream Team.
Anyway, does anybody remember, if anybody played Gen 8, who remembers Isle of Armor meta with, like, Wish, Teleport, Clefable? Who enjoyed that? Is there anybody who enjoyed that? I'm pretty sure that was, like, the most boring thing ever with Gen 8. Can we just not? We could just not. Anyway, in terms of like an experimental tournament with like a singular little like illegal thing, I could find that interesting. Now, do you mean like is a global thing of like
global?
It's like one particular thing is being allowed that's illegal, or is it like each team gets one illegal thing?
It's one thing that's able to be legal.
You didn't play Gen 8 because broken legendaries? Okay.
I think every meta has had broken legendaries.
Yeah, Pokemon just has broken legendaries. That is a thing.
What if I
Didn't play Gen 8
misspelled
because no Switch? You know what? Fair. Make Remorseless Gargolem attack a reality. No.
My team's useless. As usual.
It's solo queue. What are you expecting?
I mean, it's like I'm fighting 3 of them and they're in the base dancing. I don't understand it. There's like, just come
Yeah,
help me.
I kind of forgot, Isaac, to put that on my list, so I'll need to remember to do that.
Is that making it so you can't get chased down when Gust is up?
Yeah. Since it already has an anti-trapping effect, he just wants it expanded to, like, chase down. Loomian Legacy had Zacian at some point. You're calling Servalin Zacian? I don't know about that. Give Teradescent Seize. The primals are Prime Zacian. Prime Zacian. That's not even. It's not even a question. You give it one of the best types, if not the best type in the game. 170 attack, 148 speed, +1 attack every time you come in. I don't know, man. It's a tough call.
I'm doing everything in my team.
And then you have the primals, whose signatures can miss. My favorite gen for VGC. I don't know. Terra is really cool in VGC, I gotta say. I think early Gen 9 was really cool for VGC. Okay, Obsidian, you didn't ask about a 1v1, you asked about which one was better. Like, yes, Primal Groudon resists Zacian, but that does not make it better than Zacian.
People are hopeless.
Huh?
People are hopeless.
I guess I gotta turn you up more. This fan is really loud, apparently. But if I turn you up louder, then the Discord picks... then the stream hears you louder. Oh gosh, I just gotta turn off the fan. Time to suffer. Alright. Alright, I can hear you again.
Hello.
Hello. Am I sitting or standing? I'm standing. So what is that Butcher? Venom Slash, Darren? Is that Butcher you're trying to replicate? Yeah, that does a lot of damage to Sukame. I don't know. I don't know if Drudge Teradescent should get Butcher. I don't know. I guess at most Tyler's just gonna be like a double support. I could not tell you. I mean, 50% of the time Hydrolin is trash, the other 50% of the time it actually kind of hurts. So yeah, there's that with Hydrolin. Sentenced to being Clefairy. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Obsidian, he is not giving it the mind moves anymore. He's replacing the ice coverage with just bugs. So like Sleet Shot's becoming Bug Bite, Frost Beams, Parasitize, or something like that. Hydron will always be a worse never crits, except it crits harder and moves faster with very nimble. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what this propaganda of objectively worse Nevermare is. How tall am I? I am 6'1". Cephalops does in fact hit other darks. Alright, if you ever just... Wait. I mean, yeah, Wonder Herb Health Gift kind of makes sense. I could also see potential Send-Off as like, replacing the secret ability. And then you, like, bequeath and into a Send-Off. Cephalops was removed from his little ban list for Season 3. He made a couple changes to the list today. Kind of changing around the Cephalops stuff. He removed all of the recovery energy changes. And he made preemptive 20 power instead of 10. And then also nerfed Burglar to only work if the user is not holding an item.
Which honestly, I think is a good nerf.
Nevermare has better coverage. It's something called actual bulk. Okay, but you're saying it's objectively better, but Hydralin still hits harder, moves faster, which is like, I don't know how that makes Nevermare objectively better. Shells don't work on Burglar? No, because if you use a shell, you're not holding an item, so you get your Burglar. But it's a thing of Burglar won't work generally more than once in a battle. At the moment, no, Obsidian. What happened to Cephalops now? AVs? I mean, AVs, specialty goggles, those that just... It makes Cephalops do Cephalops things, but better. And Water, Dark, Ice is a hard combination of typings to wall out. Water, Dark bug is arguably harder. I mean, bulky bugs will... Bulky bugs make the healing moves not hit hard. So I guess stuff like Harvesect, Terror Claw, Sumo Beto could be a neat little option, but yeah, is Cephalops gonna be broken? Probably. Let's be real, because he originally also had a Soul Drain nerf, but that's not on there anymore, so that even just start. Okay, but Florent is also mad fat and getting tamp and not blown up anymore because no more Frostbeam. And like Florent would definitely be able to handle Cephalops. What was the Soul Drain nerf again? It goes down to like 60 power, but the healing is increased to like Luster Loot levels.
Meats are pointless. Why can't I do this all by myself?
Do people... I mean, your standard Soulburst Florent, no, but like base Florent, yes. It would be very annoying. No, Florent would take a chunk. You're right, absolutely. Because Goggles boosted unresisted Soul Drain is still gonna hurt. But Florent can still take it. The problem therein is that Cephalops still gets all that healing. That would be the main issue. Not that Florent can't take it on, it's that it doesn't deny it of the healing. No, Jamie hasn't removed Tampon Florent. I haven't, like, hit him with any kind of list yet, just because I don't want to bombard him every freaking day with random balance change ideas from the community. Because no offense to the community, they don't, not everybody thinks everything through. So that, we need a bit of time to actually sit down and think about the ideas and not just throw them out and expect changes to happen. Not just what do I think of the Dusket buffs? Everything's fine except for the fact I just don't like how toxic a 50% paralysis is.
It's Dusket. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, it's Dusket, but like
it could be 30. I think 30 would be fine.
But like overall, like buffing Dusket that way, and like outside of the oppressed thing, the like the changes in general, like giving it all of the statuses and giving it hasten, like that's good. I don't like I also want like an Infernal Parade type move for Dusket, but I don't know about 50% paralysis.
I feel like it could be like a 10% to inflict a random status instead of just like 50% para. That feels like really
give it 10% on each one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh god, Dire Claw.
Dire Claw, but nerfed.
Yeah, Dire Claw also doesn't do increased damage if they're statused.
But it's a 10%.
Well, no, it'd be a 10% for each one.
No, wait, why? No. Make it just a 10% to
Well, that's the way Elemental Burst and Felchant are. It's 10% for each one.
Bruh. I don't know, that seems a little dumb.
Full commit to Dire Claw? Please, no. We don't need Dire Claw.
50% para, sleep, poison, burn, frost.
Well, Dire Claw is just para, sleep, poison.
Oh, yeah, I know. Which one do you think people pop off about the most? I feel like you're like, oh, cool, a poison. Then you're like, oh, shoot, a para. Then you're like, oh my god, a sleep. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, except the sleep is, now they're feeling drowsy.
Well, yeah, I mean in a Pokemon term.
Actually, wait, I should be checking the yokai, because we're in Hyla. Full commit to Dire Claw? You guys don't want Dire Claw. You really don't. You do not want Dire Claw. Getting slashed in the face, be like, yeah, I'm a little tired. You know what Dire Claw is? Okay, so Sneasler from Pokemon gets a move that has a 50% chance to either paralyze, poison, or put the target to sleep. Because why not?
It's for each of them, by the way.
No, that one's just total.
Okay, then why can't that be how it works for Dusket?
Because that's not how it works for all the other moves like that in Loomian.
Bruh!
Literally, just make it like Infernal Parade. Like Hisuian Typhlosion's move. It's a lot less cancer. And it's essentially the same move as it is right now. Just add on, like, a 30% status. That's...
Comfeys are actually a disgusting breed.
Yeah, Comfey is kind of silly. You added me, please friend me. I don't really friend a lot of people on Roblox because there's a limited number of slots, and if I friend one viewer, then it's like, oh my god, friend me, and that just becomes very annoying. So I just say no to everyone and make everybody hate me.
Why do I keep fighting these teams? I hate it. I'm done.
We need
It sucks.
explosion moves. Explosion. I mean, I know Bar Blast is gonna get it at some point.
We should go bomb.
I don't know who else is gonna get it, but like Bar Blast is gonna get a toxic explosion. Because that's fun. I should friend Speeder? Nah. Give Dusket Lumina Crash and Range Spectral Thief. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. It's Dusket. It's fine, right?
No.
Can Shell Bash be spammed? Not to my knowledge, no. Because I know a lot of people do Shell Bash Dodge, Shell Bash Dodge. So I assume Shell Bash itself can't be consecutively used. Oh, yeah, that was a cool little wallpaper idea. Let me see here. Did I ever put it on for... Oh, yeah, hang on. So, yeah, they made a cool little wallpaper where you can actually, like, change the color of the Dragadine to whatever you want. So, yeah, you can have your own Fabergé Dragadine background. What's Lumina Crash? Every time you hit the target, they lose 2 stages of range defense. Vital Jab Yourself, that is one that that's a popular suggestion. That's on my little list. Especially now that he doesn't have Sharp Claws anymore. Although some people feel mixed about it just because like Ursel used to be like the priority spammer. So I don't know how they feel about that. But yeah, Lumina Crash is a Spothra's signature move. It will no, not really. Because, like with Prowler, you don't necessarily need it. And then with Terrifying, like, yeah, you'll utilize priority, but like, it's not like the spammed thing. I don't know. But like, it could still use priority, but I don't know if that's like what it's known for anymore. Vital Jab Reso. I mean, instead of Sharp Claws, we gave it Ursel Group. Ah, so make its priority hit harder than before. Ah. Interesting idea. I mean, it's not like your Harrows are being boosted. Oh, Krill with the $2 super chat. I will eat these dollars, and I appreciate them very much, Krill. I didn't have my midnight snack yet, so... Give Ursel 80 base power priority? Well, no, Guru would boost it to 60. Oh yeah, Phantom Slash would be boosted. Never mind. Then it has a stronger... No, wait. Arrow is 90 boosted by 1.3, but that's weaker than Phantom boosted by 1.5. It's alright, guys. It's almost... No, it's not alright. No, like, old, like... Yeah, old... Ursel Harrow is stronger than Guru Phantom Slash. Because 90 by 1.3 is more than 70 by 1.5. Although it's not much weaker. Yeah, 117 versus 105. I don't know about the whole Guru thing. I don't know about all that. $60 power priority moves and 105 spirit stab. All right, then Ace Wrestling. We've waited long enough. What do you mean? Wrestling has Ace. Ace Ursel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Our Badger technically gets 60 power priority because of Dauntless. Okay. Oh, it's going amazing, Saitama. Am I getting Pokemon Champions? I mean, it depends on the monetization model. Because, like, all we know is that Pokemon Champions is essentially going to be like a glorified battle simulator. And, like, that's cool. So how much is it? Like, how much money do I have to put into it to get a good experience out of it? Play Marvel Rivals. No thanks. Speeder keeps trying to convince me because Black Panther is funny. But, like... Oh, and apparently Dive is OP right now.
All the Dive is OP, and then there's Black Panther.
Oh, so he sucks.
He's only good if you know what you're doing.
So he sucks.
Yeah,
because why play a thing that's only good if you know what you're doing when there are other things that are good all the time, but then better if you know what you're doing?
Yeah, or you could just play, yeah, you could also just play, like, Psylocke and click Q and win the game. I swear, that's all she does. I hate that character.
No, I'm not into fighting games.
Tremble before boss. Exactly.
Tremble before baths? Oh god.
Yeah, that's
I guess that's the definition of a Black Panther main. They tremble before baths.
Every time I fight Dive, I immediately switch to like my main, or like my most comfortable anti-dive character, which is Scarlet, and then the rest of my team just refuses to help try to kill the Dive character. Why? I always try to keep the supporters alive.
I need to look into that new game that came out, Expedition 33. Apparently that's like a really, 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 really good game with a god tier soundtrack. Like, people are talking like, if GTA 6 wasn't coming out this year, then it's like the shoe-in game of the year. Drudge Ursel's not a thing. Drudge Ursel will not be a thing.
Oh, you mean the right-click simulator? That's Rocket. That's all Rocket does. Occasionally presses E, you know, to put his thing down. Oh, wait, you can press C sometimes for punishment.
You shoot down Ursel ever being an idea? I mean, okay. GTA is really overrated. I've never played GTA, so I can't really say anything about it.
Well, my dad is obsessed with it, so...
How's Vespin doing? Oh, he sucks. I mean, I don't know how, like, Gnarly Gash and them are actually doing, because Gnarly Gash Awakening Vesp is only slightly weaker than old Sharpclaw's Vesp, so I couldn't tell you. But as a Dark-type attacker, you're unironically, you're competing with behemoths like Umbrat. And that's like unironic, because Umbrat is super good right now. Ventation could probably be on that list of, like, getting stuff. I just don't know what stuff.
I was gonna do an Umbrat today, but then I was like, I don't want to do it right now. I kind of wanted to do, like, the Drudge one, and I only had a Very Brawny, and I think Brawny Nimble's better for Drudge.
I mean, Very Brawny means you could run the Gloves one.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but, like...
What do I think of Brawn Boost Umbrat? I think it doesn't change its set at all. It just runs Gloves, Chase Down, Quick Pounce, Fade Away, Raging Tackle.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the season 3 balance change patch. Of it doesn't have Drudge yet, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't have Dredge.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be later then.
Krill, I have one. I found one.
Tyler, we have to duo queue in Rivals. What rank are you?
Yeah, he's right here. I caught him in a spooky disc, and then I got on the Dragodine mount and immediately regretted my decision because Dragodine does not look good with spooky disc at all. But I mean, at least Kiego does.
The moon haunts you.
Like, yeah, Brawn Boost will always be an idea for Umbrat, but I feel like in general, you're not going to stray from the glove set. Brain exercise ventation. It'd be something. Feel like you need more barb setter in the game? Every time we add, by we, I keep saying we. Stupid. Every time they add more barb setters, it's just everybody's like, nope, bad. And then they get some of their requested ones added, and they're like, nope, bad. And it's just like, well, I don't know. Do I watch VGC? Very rarely. Like, I'll tune in every now and then. Like, I watched early Gen 9 VGC, and then, like, when paradoxes and stuff got introduced, I kind of stopped.
I got ghosted by Tyler. It's so sad.
But no, I feel like you should, or Loomian should wait for like better or like more significant hazard distribution until like the removal situation calms down, like when like people get acclimated to like teardown and stuff, and or like more is given out, and then more hazards can be given out. I mean, Calyrex Shadow, and I don't know what people generally pair with Cali Shadow. We get Ferrothorn. I know Sir Zaya really wants a Ferrothorn. Like she's been dying for a Ferrothorn. What okay, let's see. Metal plant in this game. It's weak to dark. It doesn't resist electric. So it would automatically be worse. Shadow Red or Zamazenta, I could see that. Gargoyle's speed has been getting a lot better because of keeping hazards up. Yeah, being weak to dark does kind of suck when dark is super broken. But, you know, like, nothing ever wants to be done about dark. Instead, let's make Earth resist fire, guys.
Is that happening?
Oh, that was a poll Jamie did in Loomian Legacy Official, and people voted yes.
Interesting.
Like, Earth does not need a defensive buff. Earth is super good offensively. I don't think it needs a defensive buff. Nor does Fire need a nerf. In my opinion. I could be very wrong, though. I feel like that's just the talk of people wanting their Tyrexes to just be God. Because Tyrex is, you know, really good, and now we make Tyrex into God.
Well, hey, then at least it would check Zulong better.
I think that's the entirety, the whole Tyrex stuff. Just make it neutral to fire so it checks Zulong better. If anything, Dark typing needs a nerf. I believe he did a poll for Dark as well. Let me go find it. He said Brawler resist Dark. See, I think Ice needs buffed more than Brawler, but I understand people would find Ice resisting Dark harder to, like, believe than Brawler, so... Hey, Dark nerf is a Dark nerf.
Is Brawler gonna resist Dark?
That was on the poll, they said yes.
Can Ice get a buff?
Was there a Toxic side poll? I think the only thing you need to do with Toxic, because yeah, it's super strong offensively. I think the main issue with Toxic is that, like, pretty much all their moves also tack on a poison. So I think you need to give another type Toxic and like the poison status immunity, not necessarily like the poison typing.
What type do you think would work? Maybe like a bug. The bug. They carry diseases and they're fine. Cockroaches.
Brawler resisting Dark already covered in a long time. I mean, not officially, no. Not officially. Like I did a poll way back, or I guess not way back in the day, but a little, like a few months ago, about if people would rather Brawler or Ice resist Dark, and it was almost dead even. Basically, nerf Dark. Someone's wondering how my cat is doing. My cat is doing great. See, I would say Metal would make sense for, like, the poison status immunity, but then you have to rework Toxic filter. I mean, I guess you technically don't, because Toxic filters all poison moves, so I guess you don't even need to. Never mind. Yeah, between Bugs and Metal, I wouldn't really care which one. Yeah, Toxic filter is moves, and then the Metal typing would be immune to the status. Yeah, let's not buff Metal type chart-wise. I think Metal's in a fine spot. I like the fact that it's actually different from Pokemon.
Ice should resist water.
Why? Because my whole logic with Ice not resist water is because water is just warmer ice, which melts ice.
Yes, but if you're in a cold enough environment, you know, the ice...
Then the water just becomes ice.
Yes.
But, like...
What else do you do with ice, though?
Plant. My whole thing with Ice resisting Dark is darkness can also be represented by cold, and ice is cold, so easy resist. Although it is a stretch in logic. I will.
That feels like a more spiritual reason.
Okay,
I don't know why.
But like Dark typing is evil. That's a whole spiritual thing in of itself.
That's the Pokemon definition.
Well, the definition, that's the direct translation.
Oh, is it? I mean,
yeah. Dark type, like the Japanese name for it is evil. Maybe Ice could resist Ancient. I don't really think
that doesn't really do anything.
Typeless unresisted? No. We're not giving Trumbull Battle Chime and making Simple type unresisted. No. Yes, your Houndoom is evil and fire type, yes. Ice resist Earth. I think the only one that even, like, clocks in is, like, Dark. But, and again, that is also a stretch in logic. But Ice does, like, need something. And I'm just saying, if you give Ice the resistance... If you give the bad Ice type the resistance to the OP Dark type, Ice type stonks immediately go up. I'm just saying, you fix 2 problems immediately. And bonus that it has semblance of logic behind it. Doesn't Brawler also suck, though? Kind of, yes, but also kind of no. But also kind of yes. I'd say Ice is worse off right now.
I need to finish my...
I mean, I guess that the logic that there is eventually going to be a snow weather, potentially, probably, maybe. So I guess Ice can just be OP in snow, but I don't know. I don't know about Aurora Veil, but I don't think you need to, like, copy-paste Pokemon Snow and gimmicks with it. Although there will be a Slush Rush. Ice being neutral against Fire? I mean, I see the logic, but I also don't think Fire needs a nerf. And I don't think what Ice needs is an offensive buff. Like, yeah, Ice is not as good offensively as it is in something like Pokemon, but I do think defensively is where Ice needs an improvement. Buffing it defensively makes 0 sense, and why is that? Why does it make 0 sense to buff Ice defensively? Yeah, how about no, Shaz? How about we don't do that?
What's the problem?
What's
It would lose its ability. It would lose its ability.
Thematically, at least. And what do you mean? Because you can break ice? Have you been on, like, frozen lakes? Good, have fun breaking that crap. I think people associate, like, ice thematically with just, you know, frail, bitter icicle things that hang off your house.
Ice, being someone that's used ice types a lot, they just need another resistance, literally. Like, I loved Wobblisk as, like, a fun typeless counter, because it resisted typeless, and then Simple became a thing, and then everything sucked. And then I didn't like using ice types, just because they lost that really ice resist.
Okay, so let's talk about Brawler and Ice, because these are two typings people want buffed in some regard. How would you guys buff each one of them individually?
I wasn't listening. What other typing?
Ice and Brawler.
They both resist dark. GG.
Oh god.
You know, it's that simple. GG.
A Brawler resisting dark, okay.
No, I got it.
And
Brawler resists dark, Ice resists dark, and dark becomes neutral. GG.
What?
GG. I've done it. Evil and evil fight. And who wins? Evil. Because it's evil and evil, you know?
Okay.
GG no heals. GG no heals.
Alright, maybe make Ice resist Bug.
No, Bug doesn't need
Ice resist dark makes 0 sense though. Okay, but like darkness is also, you can also associate darkness with cold. And you know, ice.
It's so cold. All I see is darkness.
All I see is darkness. But no. It's where it is dark, it is always cooler than where if light were shining on it. Because light brings heat. Light is not heat, but light does bring heat. Ice resisting water makes less sense than ice resisting dark. Because water literally melts ice. Because it is just ice, but warmer. Oh, hey, look, an alpha little Fabergé. Not Fabergé, I wish. Floral. Ice resist electric citizen conductive. How's Ancient offensively right now? Good. It's pretty good. Light resist fire, so ice resisting dark could work with that concept. Hey, there we go. Light resists heat. Wait. No, it would be the other way around. Wait, no. If you're playing off that concept, it would be the other way around, and we don't need to buff dark. What's the feedback on ice resisting dark for Jimmy? He'd rather brawler resist it because that's what he pulled in official. He pulled brawler resisting dark and earth resisting fire. Nothing to do with ice. Yeah, I want ice to get something. Listen, guys, here's my pitch for ice resisting dark. Festifer. Dropping the mic. Ice could maybe resist ancient, then that actually makes... Ooh. Thoughts on ice resisting electric? I have bias with electric because it's my favorite typing and I don't want it nerfed because it's not broken. Do not nerf my baby.
You're biased. I knew it.
Yeah, I am. With electric, specifically.
Bias can't take over. Can't let it. Plus, I don't even think it needs nerfs. Electric is fine.
Nerf Joltooth back to Zalio. No! No! Alright. What's with other types getting collateral damage? I mean, listen. If you buff one type on the type chart, you're nerfing another. Like, that's always happening. And I'm just saying, Ice needs buff, Dark needs nerf. Shut up about Brawler, I know it's also kind of struggling. What? Okay, back to the topic at hand, because I asked y'all, what would you do with each type? I know a lot of you are saying Brawler resisting Dark, but what would you do with Ice? Alright.
I would say air, but there's a problem.
Yeah, it's already
Already
there.
resisted.
I would definitely not give Ice 2 resistances. That's not happening.
I mean, why
I
can't
say
you
Ice
just reverse-
resisting Dark gives it just enough defensive value because it's... Dark is very strong.
Make it resist fire. Because when you melt the ice, it
Yeah.
becomes water, and water
Yeah.
resists.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah. Ice should resist fire.
Clipped. Wait, what am I doing?
But yeah, this whole thing is difficult because why does Brawler also have to suck? Oh, my second argument for Ice resisting Dark, it sucks more than Brawler. There you go.
What if it resisted spirit?
What if it
Because
resists?
ice is cold,
Uh-huh.
and then spirits are
Okay,
cold.
but think of
They
spirits like the Yuki-Onna.
Alright, hold up.
They're literally frost spirits. Or maybe I'm having a misconception of that, but if I recall correctly, Yuki-Onnas are like frost spirits.
Her name translates to the Snow Woman, and she is associated with winter and snowstorm.
Oh, well, then there we go.
You were right. Spirits don't feel anything, well then they shouldn't have any resistances or effective hits. They don't feel anything.
Alright, what's wrong with Brawler right now? So, if you take a look at Brawler, literally everything that resists it hits it back super effectively. So you have Spirit, who's immune, hits it back super effectively. Air, who resists, hits it back super effectively. Mine, who resists, hits it back super effectively. Toxic resists, hits it back super effectively.
I understand the concept of spirit hitting brawler, but I feel like a fighter would throw like mystical hands. Like I feel like
Mystical
they'd figure out a
hands.
way. They would figure out a way. Wait, how many days can I summon the common egg? Oh my god. Hold on. I'm curious now.
Don't understand the logic of poison being super effective against brawler.
Me neither.
Well, you're not hurting their physical, like you're not hurting them physically. You're hurting their ability to perform physically, because you're making them unhealthy. That's the logic.
So I just did a calculation
Okay.
on the cheapest egg in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could hatch it for 57 years before losing money.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I gotta get going.
Oh, you know what, Sar? You're right. So, yeah, offensively it doesn't hit good typings. It hits like simple ice. Okay, so here's how you fix that. You make ice a good typing by making it resist dark so it gets more value out of hitting ice. Boom, I've solved it.
Have you now? Is that Wanda's team up? Is that what you're referencing there, Darren? I know it is.
Maybe you just make Brawler hit Dark super effectively. No. Dark doesn't need a nerf defensively. I don't think anybody's ever complained about Dark defensively. Screw Lashent? Oh, I'm understanding it now. Tata break Lashent? Oh, God. Yeah, I don't think Brawler needs an offensive buff. But I do agree that, defensively, it kind of struggles because it literally has 4 weaknesses. And its resistances are what? Ice? What else? Bug? Remove poison weakness on Brawler? I mean... I'm trying to think, because I understand that people don't like Toxic is also a really good offensive type. Does that really... Removing the Spirit weakness? My problem with that is people also think Spirit sucks. So people would not want a Spirit nerf.
I feel like a lot of these things people say are just not true.
Well, I mean, Spirit does kind of suck offensively.
Offensively, yeah. Who cares? It's okay.
Doesn't make much sense for Brawler to actually be weak to poison. Well, again, poison, hinders the physical body's ability to perform. So I see the logic, but also Toxic is also very strong, so I could also see it just being removed.
Bro, at this point, just make ice resist everything. It's that simple. There's logic behind all of it. I can tell you every logic possible.
Yeah?
Yep. Give me a type.
Spirit should hit Dark super effectively. Not
No.
really.
I like that they resist each other, but maybe like if you wanted to go down that route, it could hit it neutrally.
But yeah, I could see I could see Brawler losing Toxic weakness, and then let's make Ice resist Dark. I'm gonna keep pushing that one. I'm gonna keep pushing it, not biased.
You're biased.
Listen, you want to use Festifer too, right?
It was one of my favorite Loomians. Here we go. Finally got the legendary. Start something.
Like, Festifer becomes something with mad bulk with a not the worst weakness in the game. Now, the problem, the biggest no, never mind. Never mind. I mean, Chienta then doesn't, is not weak to dark, guys.
Okay.
So the reason the hazard removal moves got moved around was because of how powerful the moves like Gust and Burn Up were. It made hazard removal just like completely free. There was no real like risk or like cost to it, because not only do you remove the hazards, you also become stronger. So he changed it so that those two moves were made more niche in distribution, and then made Teardown and Mudslide the primary ones, because then you have risk and like some cost to it. Because like Teardown, it's like you have to weigh whether or not your own hazards being up right now is worth taking the hazards. And then with Mudslide, obviously the air immunity, although right now Mudslide just kind of sucks because Jesus, 30 power. So that was the whole logic with changing the hazard removal around. And then people were all like, oh my god, hazard stack, Dragodine's gonna be super broken, and then Dragodine turns out it's not able to handle that much, as much as people wanted it to. Because, like, it's got decent natural bulk, but decent doesn't make you able to wall out the whole game, while you also prevent hazard removal. Don't give Tata Rogue Salt. Make Jungle Jutsu stronger. Well, it's getting Vine Lash, so there you go. And then I know people are going to say, well, then give Dragodine Perch. And I'm like, no. No. Hey guys, do you want to give Blaze Rush to Dragodine? So that you get something on Soul Burst Dragodine? But no, I'm half joking about that, mainly because I want to see if people can do anything with Soul Burst Dragodine as it is. There was one person who made top 8 with Soul Burst Dragodine, or I guess 2 people technically. One person forgot that Berserk was changed, and the other person got banned for death threat. And so yeah, we didn't really get a chance to really see Soul Burst Dragodine put in the big work. Getting those eggs, at least these eggs are cheaper. What? Oh, true. Yeah, these eggs are cheaper than, you know, real life eggs. You're right. Blaze Rush does nothing to Lashent. I mean, it still forces it to heal. Let me see here.
Wait, did someone say Blaze Rush does nothing to Lashent?
Hang on. I mean, very robust Lashent to a no offense investment like Dragodine. Obviously, Blaze Rush isn't going to do too much, but it's still doing a third, even without any, like, offensive investment, to very robust. So, like, if you have hazards up and Blaze Rush, like, Lashent has to heal. And that's with no offensive investment. Like, you could put, like, extra stats in there in your attack to make it hit a little harder. So if Lashent is ever chipped down in a match, then, like, yeah, Blaze Rush is very viable into it. And then, of course, if you get any remorseless boosts, then it's going to hit even harder. Yeah, will I cancel the tournament if it's under 64? No. No, what is it at right now? I haven't looked. Oh, yeah, I mean, actually, maybe if it is frail, I did kind of not put frail on here, but you could always drop a defense stat, but if you did frail, it would still do a third with just a little bit of investment. But, like, yeah, if you were to do that mixed approach with Dragadyne, yeah, you could not do frail. But yeah, frail 0 attack is minimum 29. Oh, wait, no, you'd have to be very frail if you're smart nimble. But, like, you could always be very nimble. I guess. It would be an interesting... It would be an interesting thing. So if I did very frail with no offensive investment, then yeah, there's the 25. But yeah, if you chose not to run... If you did, like, smart, nimble, and then, like, very either tender or foolish, then you would be able to use the Blaze Rush more effectively. It also beats Iron Fumble. Yeah, giant threat. You're right. Actually, wait, let's see how much it does. Iron Fumble. Let's see. Blaze Rush with no offensive investment, if you're very frail at least, does half. And then minimum 61 if you're not frail. Very dull, true. Let's see how much energy you have. 201. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass on very dull. LL's move naming fell off. I like the fact that Blaze of Rush is or Blaze of Glory is goofy, but like, yeah, it's really goofy. I think Blaze of Glory would fit more with like just a self KO move rather than a recoil move. Like if it were like a fire type Final Gambit or Explosion, that would make sense to me. How's every feel with Loomian Legacy story thus far? It's pretty meh. Phantom Blast, Thunder Blast sound lazy. I can agree to that, yeah. I can definitely agree to that. I'm just someone who doesn't particularly care about that kind of stuff, but yeah, I can see the disdain with the naming. But hey, Judgment goes hard. I think Judgment goes a little too hard for what it is. I think Inferno Charge or something was what it originally was, Corey. That's the name Jamie came up with. Remember, T-Brad M does all like the name finalizing. That is correct, Shaz. So if we ever like Jamie wants to have a snow weather, a sandstorm weather, and then like a sunny day weather, like bright light, sun weather. So for light types, and then like an eclipse weather, even though it's not really a weather, that's a celestial thing for dark types. So Cosmillion could see ice, earth, light, and dark moves added to its move pool. Bright light? No, it'd be more like closer to sunny day. But like for light types rather than fire types. You're gonna get Frost Blast anytime soon? It would if a snow weather comes, Atlas. That like Cosmillion would only get ice moves if a snow weather comes. Now we need a name similar to Light That Burns the Sky. True. Normal move names? I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. Like, yes, Pokemon doesn't own the move names. Like, nobody, like, they wouldn't sue if Fire Breath was called Flamethrower, but I understand the sentiment of wanting to stay away from just using Pokemon name moves. So yeah, I understand the sentiment. Because it's even more lazy to just copy paste all of Pokemon's moves into your game. Like, yeah, you could do it occasionally, like bulk up, who cares? Recycle. But like if you did it for every move, it would just come across as not great. But I do agree with, like, their names themselves aren't very great. And with all those moves, it would struggle with 4-move syndrome. I mean, and yeah, it would have infinite coverage, so of course it's gonna struggle picking moves. Look, listen, Ice, Earth, perfect neutral coverage when, you know, if those weathers get added. If it gets a dark weather, dark is just a broken typing, so why not? And then there was a move suggested for Cosmillion. I don't know if Jamie's gonna go with it, but there was a move where, a move you click that will change the weather based on the typing of your first move slot. So if you had a fire type move in your first move slot, it would set up Heat Wave or Smoldering Heat and then pivot you out. If it were ice type, it would set up Snow and then pivot you out. If it were not a type that matched any of the weathers, then it would just remove weather and then pivot you out. That was the idea. I don't know if Jamie's going to do that, though. Yeah, chilly reception, but like for every weather. All in one move. That way, Cosmillion could actually be a weather setter. Or at least a viable one. Oh my gosh. Shard! Shard! What do we get? What do we get? Call the shard now. What shard are we getting? Go, go, go! If your answer was Health Shard, you were wrong. Because it was energy. Alright. Oh, I forgot. That was a free shard because I didn't boost for it. Free shard. Free shard. Easy. Yeah, so I'd say I was taking a look at some, like, the Malamurk skins. The Ace one actually looks pretty cool just because it has gold plating. Like, the gold plating is a very interesting thing. Expert, I'm kind of mixed on the Expert. I think I like it. I don't know for sure, but I don't even know what that is, Oshina. Only Malamurk was good. Don't worry, it's getting slapped down. You know, another move that Lashent already has. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Speaking of slapdown, can Himber get it? I don't know. I kind of want to. I'm kind of interested in like. I talked about it before, but the whole gloves, Yeti's Wrath, Himber, and Thunderstorm. Like I understand that like you could just use Behemoth or Borak, but like it's still interesting. Yeah, no, Shaz. I think we're good without having Baffle, you know, old Baffle back into the game. I think speed dropping pivot. I think we're good without it. How would we make Lashent or less of a budget Lashent? Give it. I don't know. Lashent can't poison things, and Malamurk is from a swamp, so give it poison things. Like, yeah, it's quad weak to it, but like, give it poison things. Give it hazards. I mean, Lashent also has those, but see, it's not fair because Lashent has everything but pivot. Malamurk doesn't necessarily make sense to have pivot, but it would give it something over Lashent. Give Malamurk setup. So here's the fun fact: Lashent has that too. I really can't see Fadeaway Malamurk. It doesn't. I mean, I can't really see it. But we also have things like Fadeaway Samarine. So, like, Seasong Malamurk. Oh, God. It would not be a plant-type pivot, no. Yeah, what would you even... I mean, I guess Malamurk only has 2 abilities, right? So there's still a whole 3rd ability. What is it going to fade away into? The swamp. He's going back into his swamp. Petrifying Malamurk. So true. No, this one you make terrifying. And then you run both of them for cancerous purposes. Yeah, exactly, sorry. And it makes sense for Malamurk to have it because it's from a freaking swamp, and last time I checked, swamps aren't exactly good for your health.
Have you seen Shrek? He looks great.
Okay, well, he's quite literally built different. I mean, poison barbs, like, give it something, dude. I don't know about going all out like that, Shaz. I mean, Muck Blast also makes sense because he's just literally throwing his, you know, the swamp muck at you. So that would also make sense. But yeah, just giving it toxic stuff makes sense. I still don't know about Fade Away. Pivot Malamurk just sounds fun. Yeah, I don't know.
Just give it Sea Song.
Just give it Sea Song.
Give it Swamp Song. Plant type pivot move.
Yeah, plant type pivot move for the Swampy so that you have freaking Baffle in the game again.
Actually, I didn't realize that's Baffle but damage, huh?
Baffle but damage.
There's something with hard recovery too. Hold up.
And hard recovery.
I've cooked. Add it.
No, I'm good.
You're not the balancer. I can talk directly to the bouncer.
You can talk directly to him. I won't be mentioning it. It's fine. Bunnicky answers it. True. Sorry, Malamark is gnarly gash. It has dark moves, just like Lashent. It's so hard to make Malamark different from Lashent, but, like, obviously, Pivot makes it different because Lashent can't do that anymore. But also, Malamark is such a sluggish guy, it doesn't make sense. Although Sukame's also slow as sin. But like, that's more so, like, lore related. Like, it plays the song and then migrates. But, and then you also have Zip Zap Metatoad, but that's more like electricity kind of deal. I don't know. Fade Away. Would removal and poison be enough? It already has removal, but... Yeah, it already has removal. Poison, like, I personally would push for poison. If Fat Yearsnack can baffle, so can Malamark. I forgot about him. Frick. Yearsnack is a spirit, and spirits are spooky. But yeah, I would personally give it Poison Barbs and Poison. Maybe the Muck Blast and Baneful Bash, but... When Loomian swaps in, it provokes the target for 2 turns. Ah, yes, Squonk. We love Squonk. Jamie does plan on adding a Squonk to the game at some point, but he wants it to be on something with a bad typing. But yeah, Malamark, poison moves are toxic moves, both support and attacking. Potentially Fade Away, potentially. Because let's think here. Defense, because obviously Malamark could be used defensively because it's really fat. So it would be like what? Poison, Photo, Fade Away or Baffle or whatever it has, and then Mudslide for removal. I'm trying to think, would that be something people would actually try and run? The only thing that would block its Fade Away also can't hit it at all. I mean, that's also true. Fade Away would be really strong on it. A plant type with Fade Away. I mean, Lashent was just that poor, but... I mean, this plant type is weak to dark. Unlike Lashent. But I need another fat water type with Pivot. You're right. I forgot. It would just be another fat water type with Pivot. You have Luminami, you have Jalusa, you have Cleone, you have Sukame, you have Samarine, you'd have Malamark. Oh no.
I'm surprised I didn't mention the other one.
Huh?
I'm shocked.
Which one did I miss?
You forgot?
Give me some slack. It's like 1:30.
You're almost there. You said fat water type, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one did I miss?
Come on. Got this. I'll give you... Actually, wait a minute. Maybe it's more. How did I think it has?
Are you sure I missed it?
Yeah, you forgot about dropping you guys. Hello?
Oh
Fat
my
water
god, dude. Drop of youth bezel do?
type.
Really? I mean, it was in my tournament just before.
Oh, you also forgot about that's not fat, never mind. Trying to think of other ones. I guess parasol. Forgot about that one.
It was also in the tournament. Oh man, how could I? I'm stuck in the ways of old.
Back in the prehistoric times.
Yeah, no, this makes sense. This checks out. It's the death of Bezeldeuce made me see the light of Drop of Youth Bezeldeuce. Or Deladrix. Death of Deladrix. It's made me see the light.
Are you okay?
No! I'm
You
hunting in Loomian Legacy.
Why?
Because blue.
Because blue.
It's also why I went insane for a cat on an umbrella in Tales of Tenorio. Because blue.
Fair. If you could figure out, like, if you could have any answer to any question, what would your question be? Like, it'll be any answer, past, present, or future. It'll be just an answer to the question.
Okay. But you
What?
didn't say it'd be
What?
the right answer. You just said an answer.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm familiar with these monkey's paw things.
Well, no. I meant to say right answer. You would have any question, you can ask any question, past, present, or future, and it will tell you the correct answer. Or the right answer.
If you're real, you run both. Both of the water bugs would dissipate. Oh boy. But yeah, it would just be another fat freaking water. Like Malmark would be another fat freaking water type with pivot. So I don't know. Arapigo, he's not a fat water type though. Like you don't use him as a fat water type.
So wait. FFWT is fat freaking water type. Understand it.
Fat freaking water type. Yeah, dude.
If 18 divided by 2 is 9, what is 9 divided by 3?
Are you on update? Are you on the new math patch?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm not. I don't know, dude. No, Arapigo is good natural bulk, but you're not going to use Arapigo as a fat water type when you have the plethora of things I just mentioned, minus Malmark because he doesn't have pivot yet, if ever.
Just make a Marsh Wave pivot and make it plant type.
No, stop it.
What?
We're not getting plant type pivot.
Why?
We don't need another new unblockable pivot move.
Just make ice immune to plant. See, you buff ice type.
No, see, this is where you're supposed to say Florant. Florant. Other Malmark.
Fixes everything.
Bunnicky.
You're forgetting.
Obalost. Chartiki and Wiki.
You're forgetting.
There's another one.
There's one more. You can do this.
Oh my god, what has Woodsman and or Nauseous Weeds?
You got this. I know you can do this.
If you're about to say Halloween freaking Kabunga.
That doesn't... Well, yeah, that would be right, huh?
Yeah, because none of its other evolutions keep it, so that would be the one you'd have to resort to.
Yep.
Yeah, Arapigo has a little bit of natural bulk. Bulk up Hornleech Mauler. I mean, I could see Hornleech, but then it does not make sense for Lashent to not have it. But it could also just be like, screw Lashent. But bulk up Hornleech Malmark wouldn't fix it. Make a biting horn leech for Malmork and then give it to Florent. No. No.
For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself.
Oh man. Ask AI what Malmork should get to make it
Alright,
different.
sure, I'm down.
Alright, I have never used like ChatGPT or anything, so I'll leave that to Speeder.
I'm down, alright.
Yeah. We need to make Malmork different from Lashent.
What can we do for the Loomians, Malamerk, and Lashent to make their playstyles unique from each other? Here we go.
I'm gonna laugh if it says take things away from Lashent. Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Malamerk, being a swamp-based, possibly amphibious Loomian, Malamerk could thrive on status effects and battlefield control. It might specialize in mud-based moves that slow opponents or reduce accuracy. A playstyle where Malamerk corrodes gear or weakens items could make it formidable in prolonged battles.
Okay.
Maybe it has a passive ability that benefits when the opponents are bogged down, rewarding patience and attrition-based tactics. If Lashent is a woodland, spirit, or ghostly entity, its playstyle could revolve around evasion and deception. Alright, let me try this again. Can we try...
Corroding item sounds really cool. So that's called It's Getting Slapped Down. Which Lashent also has. Yeah, we make Marsh Wave lower speed and then give its third ability that gives it bonuses against slowed targets.
Alright, here we go. Absolutely. Using established Loomian Legacy moves and abilities could help make Malmork and Lashent feel more integrated within the game's mechanics. Here's a possible breakdown. Malmork's ability, Slime Resistance.
Okay.
Halves the damage from water and earth type. Okay.
Okay. So now it takes
move.
it's 8 times resist water.
Moves. Muck Blast.
Okay.
High chance to poison.
No, not anymore.
Mud Splatter.
Oh god.
Reduces speed.
Oh,
Baneful
we
Bash.
have Mud Spatter and Mud Splatter. Okay.
Yeah. Baneful Bash takes advantage of status effects. Swamp Trap immobilizes opponents. Playstyle, a bulky disruptor that thrives on wearing enemies down and controlling the battlefield with hazard and stat changes. That's not awful, right? Alright.
Okay.
Lashent, Spiritual Drift is its new ability.
Oh god.
Boosts evasion when under status effects.
No.
Okay.
Go back.
Oh my god, this one's incredible. Moves. Shade Shell. Defensive move that reduces incoming damage. Phantom Rush. High speed ghost type attack. Forest Whisper. A deceptive move that can confuse. Nature's Reckoning. Boosted damage against terrain altered opponents. Playstyle.
Nature's Reckoning goes insanely hard. I just want to say.
We're using that for Fairlight, I'm just saying. Playstyle, a nimble trickster that relies on deception, dodging, and environment-based boosts. Okay.
Okay.
What do I do now?
So...
Okay, wait. Let me ask what Swamp Trap does. What exactly does Swamp Trap... What exactly are the attributes? What exactly are the attributes to...
Corey asked ChatGPT about Lashent, and they said that it is an aggressive glass cannon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. What exactly are the attributes to Swamp Trap? I couldn't find any specific details on Swamp Trap in Loomian Legacy, but I did come across information on Swampy, an ability that lowers the target's speed when using plant-type attacks. Oh my god. If Swamp Trap is a move or ability related to this, it might involve battlefield control or status effects. Would you like me to refine this? Okay, wait. Suggest possible mechanics.
ChatGPT or Grok. I don't use any of this crap. I'm too much of a boomer. The whole thing with like AI and like ChatGPT started after I graduated, so I kind of never got into it.
Hey, it's peak. It's peak.
Okay.
Swamp Trap, Earth and Poison type move.
Oh god.
Okay. Effect. The user creates a hazardous swamp terrain that traps opponents for several turns.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not against that, honestly.
So it takes the attributes of Earth and Toxic, two of some of the best typings in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
Do they mix it all? Is the question.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Stop.
Let's think about it.
Mechanics. No, it gave me mechanics of the move.
Oh, they're more okay.
The mechanics. Opponent immobilization prevents a target from switching out for 3 to 5 turns.
Okay.
Okay. What I feel like this could do is you set up the terrain for like 2 turns, or no, you set up the terrain like Bane and Haste, but whenever they switch in, they get trapped for like 1 turn, so they can't like double or anything. Speed reduction. While trapped, the opponent's speed is lowered by 1 stage each turn.
Oh, so like Diplin's move, but like also traps.
Yeah. Poison chance has a 30% chance to poison the opponent upon activation.
This move does everything.
Oh my god. No, we're not done.
We're not done.
Terrain synergy. If the battlefield already has a terrain effect, Swamp Trap's duration is extended by 2 turns.
Oh my god.
This move is so... There's more!
There's more?!
Alternative ideas. Mud Vortex variant. Instead of trapping, Malmberg drags the opponent into sinking mud, making them unable to dodge attacks for a set duration. Okay. Making it so all moves could hit you? That's actually interesting.
Okay, that's
a cool move, actually.
Making it so everything hits you?
Yeah, you give them no guard, essentially, but they can still miss.
At least it's different from Lashent. True. Lashent doesn't have a move that does literally everything.
Don't worry, I will be asking what Phantom Rush does soon.
No.
Alternative ideas, we have Toxic Bog Effect. If Malmberg is on the field, Poison-type moves deal 20% more damage, while Swamp Trap is active.
Oh god, so like he just becomes weaker to it.
Yeah, going back to Lashent. What? Oh wait, no, that's what Nature's Reckoning does.
Nature's Reckoning. Okay, so it was an Earth type or Toxic type move that traps.
No, it's both. It's both.
Oh, okay, fine. It traps the target for 2 to 5 turns or 3 to 5 turns. It lowers their speed every turn, and it has a 30% poison.
And if there's another terrain effect, it extends the trapping mechanic.
It extends it. Oh my god.
You know, actually, this move would not be bad if it did the Mud Vortex variant one, where it just makes all moves will hit them. That is cool. That is kind of cool to me.
So, like, what parts are you taking? Like, obviously, you're taking the everything hits them.
Yes, I would take that, and then maybe the poison chance, but lower it.
But if it's for Malmberg, who cares?
Oh, that's what your Malmberg wanted? Okay, I'm going to ask what Nature's Reckoning does.
Your AI wants Barb, Spore, and Sappy Seed Malmberg with elusive? Oh my god, it wants to watch the world burn.
Oh my god. Nature's Reckoning.
Oh god. Alright. Hit us.
Nature's Reckoning. Plant and Ghost type.
Uh-huh.
The user channels the Wrath of Nature, dealing damage and applying disruptive effects. Mechanics. It deals increased damage if the opponent has used a terrain altering. Okay, so that sucks.
Okay.
Stat Drain has a 50% chance to absorb a portion of the opponent's range defense, boosting your own.
Oh my god.
Okay. Phantom Bloom. If used in grassy terrain, Nature's Reckoning restores HP equal to 30% of the damage dealt. Okay.
Alright.
Lingering Curse. Leaves a ghostly mark on the opponent, reducing their accuracy for 3 turns.
Oh my god.
Alternative ideas. Spirit Wood Surge. Instead of direct damage, Lashent summons spectral vines that entangle foes, lowering their speed and melee attack.
God, Drudge, but like, yeah, but anomaly.
Echo of the Wilds. If Lashent is below Oh my. Oh my god.
Okay. Share with the class.
If Lashent is below 50% HP, Nature's Reckoning gains priority and ignores defenses. Oh my god.
God. Jesus.
Wait. How? Let me ask the base power. How much base power does this move have?
What is this, dude? So basically,
120.
oh my god, 120 base power priority move.
That can heal you.
And absorb their stats, or drop their speed and attack, or...
Oh my god. Okay, what other Loomian can we think about here? I'm curious about what else.
ChatGPT does not hold back with this.
This is a different one. This is like a built-in one on my computer. What other Loomians should we ask what it could like differentiate from? What are we thinking?
I don't think we have too many like direct clones.
Thank
you think
you,
it's
Darren.
Balanced?
Thank you, Darren.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let me ask how he can differentiate Pyro and Burning Rage. Hold
True.
on. How can you differentiate?
You asked for Lashent moves, ChatGPT gave Fadeaway back? Oh no. Yeah, that ChatGPT is going insane with this stuff.
Alright, let's see. How can you differentiate these two abilities? They both have the same effect of boosting fire type
Oh boy.
by 25%. It moves damage by 25%. They are called Pyro and Burning Rage. Can you give me any suggestions?
Alright.
Alright, which one do you want to hear first?
I don't care.
Okay. Pyro boosts fire type move damage by 25%, but also increases melee attack or ranged attack using fire type.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. How would it buff Setamars? Oh shoot, yeah, let's just think about how it would buff stuff.
Yeah, no, okay, but yeah, let's hear the other one.
Burning, it has more. Represents precision and mastery over fire, okay. A possible bonus effect. Gains additional power boost when using single target fire type.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Burning Rage. The theme is reckless and explosive flames.
Okay.
Pyro's was focused and controlled fire type. Boost fire type move damage by 25%. Oh my god, this ability sucks.
Okay.
Boost fire type move damage by 25%, but also reduces the user's defenses.
God, no.
Pyro is just better.
Pyro is literally better in every regard.
A theme represents wild and uncontrollable flames, perfect for Loomians that fight with fury and aggression.
So
Possible
volcanic.
bonus effect. Possible bonus effect. Fire type moves gain spread damage, or a higher critical hit chance.
Alright. So I guess we're moving on to Setamars.
Okay. How
Yeah, we're trying to improve Setamars' kit in Loomian Legacy.
Setamars. How would you buff the Loomians?
How would you buff, or how would you improve Setamars' moves and/or abilities?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wait, no. Let me do that then. How would you improve Setamars' moves and...
Should you ask how they should redesign Setamars? True. Yeah, Insulate is a popular take. Mud barrier, +1 melee defense that applies sluggish to the opponent. Ah. You just give
All right,
him the
let's see.
sluggish personality.
Setamars is already a durable Earth-type Loomian with solid bulk and offensive presence, but improving its moves and abilities could help refine its role as a true tactical powerhouse.
Okay.
Abilities, upgrades, and new suggestions. Resilience, buffed version.
Oh god.
Now reduces melee damage taken by 10% in addition to its original effect.
Oh god.
New ability, Stone Momentum.
Okay.
After landing a successful Earth-type attack,
Yeah.
Setamars gains a speed boost.
Okay.
New ability, Bedrock Guard.
Okay.
Setamars now takes reduced damage from critical hits and hazard moves.
Oh, I
That's
just got an Alpha Fabergé, and it was the Cyan. I missed the 1 in 5 on the one I want.
Again.
No.
But now we have new moves. Boulder
No!
Barrage, new move. A multi-hit Earth-type attack, 45 base power with 2 to 3 hits. Great for breaking through opponents with defensive abilities.
No. You're gonna have to repeat
Tectonic-
basically everything you've said since I found this thing, because I'm sad.
Okay, Boulder Barrage, new move. A multi-hit Earth-type attack with 45 base power, per hit with 2 to 3 hits. It is great for breaking through opponents with defensive abilities. Tectonic Crush. A high-powered Earth-type move, 100 base power, that has a 30% chance to lower the opponent's speed.
All right. So what have you said since I found the egg?
This one's boring. We need the ones back at like how they did it with like. We need the comparing one. Or was it the Lashent homework?
Man. Was it
Oh, wait,
secret
let me ask
ability?
how.
It wasn't.
How? Let's see. Maybe if I ask how it can make. What's a Lumian's playstyle that's just boring? Let's see how it can improve the playstyle.
Actually, I'm curious. No. No thanks. All right.
Alright, your face.
I'm sorry. What?
We are going to now ask how it can make some Lumians like fix like Whipple Drift, right? How its playstyle is boring.
I mean, but
What?
we're already doing that.
Okay, what is there anything else?
Uh,
What else can we ask this thing that can make outlandish, funny things?
let's talk about Ferroglyph's struggles.
Okay,
How it has
How
so
would-
much, but it still fails to perform.
how would you improve the Loomian Ferroglyph? It struggles a lot, even though it has a lot of options.
Dang, all right, Corey. So Corey's thing when he asked about Ventation just gave it a better sob. Clears all the stat boosts and drops their range defense.
Ferroglyph has a strong move pool and decent offensive presence, but its struggles likely stem from lackluster bulk, limited speed, or difficulty securing KOs consistently. To
Okay.
improve it, we need to focus on enhancing survivability, giving it stronger offensive tools, or refining its unique playstyle.
All right.
Ability improvements. Enigma boost, buffed. Ferroglyph gains an additional 10% range attack boost when hitting super effective moves.
Oh boy.
So that can just be... That's a buffed move? That's a buffed ability?
I mean, that is a pretty solid ability, I can't lie. You just get 10% more range attack if you hit a super effective move.
You're at most going to get 40 if it ever... What? No, I was thinking like one-shots. Why am I thinking one-shots? I guess like Boulder Blast, imagine.
Oh, yeah, imagine you land a Boulder Blast. You just stack
New
your range
ability.
attack. But no, the problem with that ability is, yeah, welcome to Lashent. Now you get no
Yeah.
boost, you're still hard-walled.
New ability, Mystic Ward. Grants immunity to status effects for the first 3 turns of battle. Okay.
Okay.
New ability, Ancient Ritual. Oh, that's just Harvest. What's it called? Frenzy?
Oh,
It's just Frenzy.
it just takes energy on KO targets.
Aeroglyph restores stamina upon knocking out a foe.
Oh.
Move enhancements. Pharaoh's Command.
Okay.
A powerful mind-type move.
Yeah.
90 base power.
Okay.
That has a 30% chance to lower the opponent's range defense.
Okay.
So just better Psychoblast.
Yes.
Buffed Health Gift.
Buffed.
Now
health.
restores 80% of the target's health,
Except,
making it a better utility tool.
I
What?
don't think they understand how that one works.
New move. Sandstorm Veil.
Okay.
Aeroglyph gains temporary evasion boost when in sandstorm conditions.
Okay.
Stat adjustments. Increased speed. Raising its speed from 85 to 95.
Wow.
Allow it
So
to
we're
outspeed more threats.
so we're nerfing its speed. Okay.
Slight bulk boost. Adjusting range defense by plus 5 to 10 points could help it survive key hits better.
Okay.
Play style refinement. Focus on utility and trickery. Ferroglyph could be given more status-based moves that force opponents into bad situations.
Uh-huh.
Synergy with terrain. Buff its abilities so it interacts with terrain changes, such as gaining a power boost in desert-like environments. Okay, how would you...
So
make
basically, what I'm
Ferroglyph-
hearing is when we get a sandstorm, we need to make Ferroglyph God in sandstorm. Oh, I found another alpha. This time it was the checker pattern. All right. Well, give me my gamma psionic. Wait, I just realized I don't have my Dragodine leading.
I'm trying to think now. Wait. What are other Loomians that just... I don't know. I think Phantom Rush was... Or what was that one called? Nature's Reckoning?
Something like that.
No, I'm making that like move that can like make you buddy. Wait, no, none of our moves miss in Fairlight. That's the thing. This is stupid. I wanted to make that a move.
Oh, the whole effect of they're trapped and can't dodge moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting effect, although there's just not too many moves that don't miss. I mean, you can now use Enchant Shachi.
And Cosmelion Stonks.
True.
Hit all its moves.
True.
Old Complete Demolition.
We got Roar of the Deep. Priority water move if under half health damage scales with missing HP. Oh god. Paddle Crush, 75 base power, 20% chance to lower both speed and range defense. What is up with them deleting stats?
Let me ask if it can make a new move. Can you make me a really cool new move? For what Loomian? For the Loomian. Tell me, go, 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 go.
What's a cool Loomian that deserves a cool move?
Joltooth.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
Joltooth already has an electrifying mix of speed and strength. So let's give it a move that really amps up its ferocity.
Okay.
How about Thunder Fang Frenzy?
Okay.
Type, electric.
Yeah.
Power, 85.
Yeah.
Accuracy, 90.
Okay.
Effect, Joltooth unleashes a series of rapid, crackling bites, each charged with electricity. This move hits twice, with each strike having a 20% chance to paralyze the opponent or flinch them from sheer shock.
Oh.
If
Yeah.
used in rain, an additional third strike is added with boosted damage. Oh my god.
All right, so we have a 2 to 3 hit 85 power, because at first you were like 85 power.
No, it will hit twice guaranteed, and the third one will be added in rain.
Yeah. That's why I said 2 to 3. But I heard 85 power, 90 accuracy, and I was just like, yeah, okay. Then you said
that's
2.
255.
Oh my god, yeah, 255. No. The third one is boosted damage.
Oh, wait, let me ask how much. How much is the third attack boosted?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right. That's one way to make Joltooth a complete broken mess.
It would be a 25% boosted damage.
Okay. So like 21 extra power on top of it. So 276.
That's spammable. That has no immunities.
Yeah. No immunities, spammable, can flinch.
I agree, Nocturne. The AI does come up with cool little concepts that are a little strong, but it's got the right spirit. Okay, what's another Loomian? Let's do another one. Another Loomian. What are we thinking?
I don't know.
Pick one.
Dorigo.
I somehow knew you were going to say that. Huh.
Was it not nearly as cool?
No, it's just called Shadow Surge.
Yeah.
And last I checked, that's a move.
No, we have Shadow Pulse.
Oh, it's Pulse. Dorogo has that sneaky, tricky nature, so let's give it a move that plays into its cunning and unpredictability. How about Shadow Surge? Shadow Surge. Type Dark. Power 80. Accuracy 100. Now remember, the effects are what matters here. Dorogo harnesses the shadows around it, launching a sweeping surge of darkness that engulfs the opponent. This move has a 50% chance to lower the opponent's speed by 1 stage. Due to the creeping shadow slowing them down, if this is used against a Loomian that is already afflicted by a status condition, Shadow Surge becomes 30%. This move sucks. Wait, can you make it cooler?
Alright. My boosts have run out. And we're done with the eggs. Because it has now moved on to Route 3. Route 3 for 3 hours. Yikes. But hey, if you're up in 3 hours, everybody, there's a Haiwa Cheshma combo.
Hey, we'll be up by then. Yippee!
I won't.
Maybe. So this one made it Phantom Force, but it also makes it so light type moves aren't able to be used after you get out. It lowers speed by 2 stages, and it also makes it so if you dodge it, it becomes 40% stronger.
All right, guys.
It also bypasses defensive abilities.
So I'm gonna end the stream here while he's going off about the stuff. So yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night. Y'all have a good rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, night. You know, whatever it is. Make it a good one. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.